Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Yay, Friday. Bailey's right here beside me. I am an emotional hot mess. I just watched Tina's video that she did the other day on here. And if you have not watched it, I highly recommend you get on there and watch it. So I'm going to wait and see if anybody gets on. I'm literally about to work out, but I wanted to come live and I wanted to talk to you guys really about my journey because Tina has inspired me to share my side of the story of when I joined Scentsy and what my first few months looked like and my first year looked like and what Scentsy has brought into my life. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Tina Boo. Good morning, Kristen. I'm so excited to have you on this journey. Good morning, Paige. And I'm going to get really emotional. Like, I don't know if it's my time of the month right now or what, but I just really and truly genuinely want to talk to you guys this morning. Just about to tell you guys how it really was when I first started. Good morning, Caitlin. I don't know I know a lot of you don't know what was going on in my life when I joined Scentsy, and I don't talk about it a lot. It was a really hard time in my life. So I'm just gonna lay it out to y'all. And bear with me. Bailey's looking at me like, Mama, why are you crying? I'm also picking up my wedding dress today, so that could be why I'm really emotional too. I'm really excited about that. All right, I'm gonna wait a couple more seconds and then I'll get started. And y'all, like I said, just bear with me. This is me, this is real. This is who I am. I am for those of y'all that don't know me personally, I can't wait till we get to meet in person, but I wear my heart on my sleeve. And all of my feelings, I have no poker face. No poker face. So for those of you that look at me and you're like, gosh, Amber's got it all together. No. No. I try really hard, and I work really hard. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and, hi, Flea. I'm going to go ahead and get started. So, back when I joined Scentsy, for those of you that are brand new and don't know, why I started Scentsy. So Bailey is looking at me like, Mom, it's okay. I joined Scentsy. I had been a customer of Chloe's, our superstar director, for about 2.5 years. I knew Chloe from college. And then whenever we graduated from college, we both went to the same church and we were both in the same life group together. It's kind of like a small group, that we met at her house and stuff. And so, I was around her all the time. We became really close friends, still a customer of hers. And I was teaching in Little Washington, living in Greenville. Then I started teaching in Greenville because I couldn't stand the commute. And then I started dating who I thought was going to be my forever, that I went to high school with. We didn't really know each other in high school, but he lived back here in Wilmington. Reconnected through Brittany Meisling. For those of you who do not know, that is my best friend since 2nd grade. I fell absolutely head over heels with him, and no, this is not Anthony. So December of 2015, I decided it was time to end my chapter in Greenville, and it was time to move back to Wilmington and go past what my parents' wishes were, and it was time to move in with him. So I moved in with him. Things were really good at first, as they always are, and Bailey's probably going to get upset about this too because a lot of shit happened in my life. So I realized my teacher pay wasn't going to follow from Greenville to New Hanover County. So I wasn't going to be getting paid the 2 summers. So July and August, I wasn't going to have a paycheck that I was used to coming in. if you guys are unfamiliar with teacher pay, we get paid 10 months of the year, but then we can opt for it 12 months, and that's what I always do because I'm not good at saving money. That's just how it is. So with that coming up, you know, I had a new job at Pine Valley Elementary, where I still am right now. And I was like, I got to come up with some kind of job. I was posted something on Facebook. I was like, you know, anybody know any waitressing positions? Does anybody know any nanny positions? I need some type of income because my bills are not going to go away. And I'm sure you guys have heard me say that before, but this is the real side of it. So I needed to be able to help with rent. I wasn't having to pay a lot, but I had a car payment, you know, in this life that I thought was going to be, you know, my forever. And Summer, I know you're watching, so you can attest to all of this. So April of 2016, I decided to hop on Chloe's website without saying anything to her, and I decided to press join. I was really, really intrigued how she was always earning trips. I also thought I was never going to be able to do that. I was always intrigued how she was able to, you know, make all this extra money and live this life. And I was like, I like, how is this possible? So when I pressed joined, that was my initial, you know, I wanted to be able to pay my bills, and I was intrigued on these trips. So April 2016, I had, you know, we lived in a 2-story house. I had an office. I had, my ex's mom would always come over and help me, you know, write handwritten thank you notes to all of my people. I had my launch party there at my house. And shit hit the fan real quick with my relationship. I didn't realize I was in such an abusive relationship, because when you go through abusive relationships, you don't realize it. We were big in having people over all the time. My ex is an alcoholic. For football Sundays, my parents lived right around the corner from me, so they would come over, and my mom always wanted to know why I was crying, because as you guys can see, you can tell when I've been crying. And I'm not crying because I'm sad. I'm crying because this is real and raw, and I feel like you guys need to know this. My mom always wondered, Amber, why are you crying? What's going on? And I'm like, Matt's just drunk. Sorry, I said his name. And he's just so mean to me, and everything's my fault. And I mean, guys, my ex was drinking at work, and little did I know he was cheating on me with just about anybody he could get his hands on. Until he convinced me, because I had great credit, didn't know he had shitty credit. Didn't even know that he wasn't fully divorced when we were together, when I had moved in with him. Just lots of bad shit. Bad stuff. Had convinced me to go to Chatley to get a boat. And I was like, yeah, let's get a boat. Okay, I thought he was getting a boat. He had convinced me in the abusive cycle to fully put my name on the boat, and his name had nothing to do with it. So I think I got to go on that boat twice. That was fully in my name. And it was in June, no, maybe the beginning of July of 2016. He didn't come home one Friday night. I was at Hayden Mountain, who is Hayden Turner now. She is on this team. I was at her house doing a home party when she was a customer of mine, and I could not get up with my ex. No answering phone calls, no texting me. The last thing I heard from him was that he and his friend hit a sandbar right outside of Gibby's on the boat, and they were stuck. Okay, if you guys are from Wilmington, it's not possible. It's not possible. I wasn't buying it. I was like, there's no way. Saturday morning rolls around. I didn't sleep the whole night because I was at home by myself with, thank goodness his daughter wasn't in town, with 3 of our dogs, including Bailey, and, you know, calling his friends, trying to figure out where he was. And Summer, yes, I mean, you were there through this all. So, and I'm not saying this for you guys to feel bad for me. I'm saying this because this was the beginning of my Cincy journey. So something happened that Friday night. I didn't know until Sunday morning. My ex did not come home at all. He wouldn't speak to me on the phone. He told me that my parents were pieces of shit. He could never marry me because my dad's a piece of shit. He could never walk me down the aisle or have him walk me down the aisle. And, you know, it's just the abuse pattern over and over and over again. Everything's my fault. Everything's my parents' fault. So come to find out, that Sunday morning, I texted my dad and I said, what happened? And I was at his sister's house, who used to be one of my really good friends. And I said, what happened? And my dad's like, I don't want to tell you. I need him to tell you. And I was like, no, like, I really need you to tell me because he's not telling me. And so my dad finally was like, okay, I'm going to tell you. He said, we were at Gibby's. My ex, his friend, and 2 girls pulled up on a boat. Meanwhile, I was at a home launch party at Hayden's house. Or a home Cincy party, not a launch party, because she hadn't joined yet. Pulled up on a boat, walked past my parents. Gibby's has like a nice outdoor seating area. My dad didn't feel right about it. He walked inside, they were gone. My dad had a gut feeling that he needed to walk across the street to Sea Witch. My dad walks into Sea Witch, sits at the bar for a minute, and is watching. My ex did not know my dad was in there, and is watching this girl rub all over my boyfriend at the time, all over his legs. You know, they're giggling and laughing and all this stuff. So I find that out on a Sunday morning. Meanwhile, I have this life, and I have this Cincy office, and I'm, you know, doing all the things with my Cincy business, and boom. I have never in my life experienced the pain, and I have never in my life literally dropped to my knees in tears asking God why. Why was this life pulled away from me? Why did this happen to me? What did I do wrong? So literally I dropped everything I was doing. I rushed back over to the house. Meanwhile, he still wasn't there. I called up some of my close friends and I said, please come over here and help me get out of this house. Moved back in with my parents for 6 months. So I'm telling you this because my Cincy journey did not start off rainbows and butterflies. Now, the difference is that I stayed the course with Cincy. When my life had shattered, fully shattered, on the ground, into pieces in front of me, I still put my head down and I worked, and I picked my kid up in those hard times. During that time, I earned an all-expenses-paid trip to New York City. That fall, I earned an all-expenses-paid to Punta Cana, the Hard Rock Resort. I'm telling you this because you can do hard things. Life is still going to happen. And, you know, thankfully, right after Anthony came into my life, the most amazing man that I've ever met, Chloe and Justin actually hooked us up. He's Justin's best friend, and we went on a blind date. He had just gotten out of a relationship too and was living here. But you have to push past the hard things. You have to. Because those circumstances aren't going to stay like that forever. I'm completely healed from that experience. Was I when I met Anthony? Absolutely not. But if I didn't give him the chance, then we would never be where we are today. If I never gave my Cincy business a chance, and if I never stayed the course, then I wouldn't be where I am today. And your Cincy journey is not going to always be rainbows and butterflies. Let's just be completely honest here. There are moments in time where you're like, this is hard. I'm putting in all of this work, and you know that promotion's not happening, and this isn't happening, and you know what? Your time will come. If you just stay the course, you listen to the people who are guiding you, and listen to trainings, train yourself, find stuff that inspires you, watch YouTube channels, stay the course, because something so beautiful is going to come on the other side of all of that doubt and all of the things. And I promise you, 6 months of being in my parents' house, and me and my dad almost got divorced. He was almost my father, not my father anymore. I do not recommend moving back in with your parents when you have been gone from their house for 7.5 years. But I didn't have anywhere else to go. So thankfully I did have parents I could move back in with. I moved into Still Meadow, which is an apartment complex. My office was a closet. I didn't have an office. That's when Tina started. She used to come over all the time and see my crazy 1-bedroom apartment with a closet with my stuff. And it was fine. I made it work. And then thankfully we were able to move into a townhouse. We had a 3-bedroom before this 2-bedroom. And I was finally able to have an office. But start small, guys. The only reason that I have my office is because I've been doing this for 4 years and I have consistently worked my business for 4 years. So I want you guys to know that everything is possible in this business. Everything. Don't for 1 second look at me, look at anybody that you admire in this company and think that they've been there this whole time, because they haven't. Everybody started by pressing join and getting their kit and starting off as an essential consultant. It's your choice which path you choose to go, but know that everything is possible if you stay the course. If you push past the, well, I gotta know, and nobody wants to join my team and nobody wants to book a party. If you push past that and you still keep asking and you still keep trying and you keep pushing until you get those yeses, it's gonna be beautiful. But it's not, don't for a second think that I've been here, you know, with a beautiful team now. I had to push past a lot of my head space saying nobody's ever gonna come to your meetings. Nobody's ever gonna join your team. You can never have a team that's over 100, and it's just not true. It's not true. I wanted to be able to go on trips because when I was growing up, we didn't, and I've said this before, I was raised in a wonderful family. My parents are my best friends, but my parents don't value trips. Just not what they did. And I wanted to be able to go on trips, free trips. It's possible. It's 100% possible. We still have this incentive right now until June 31st. The level 3 of this incentive has points to go towards the incentive in the fall, which is a huge help. It comes with the home kit, the warmer kit, everything. If you do not know what I'm talking about, go on your workstation, go under incentives and look under Grow with the Flow. We have until June 31st to hit this. We do. Come August, another incentive will happen. We don't ever know what it's gonna be, but usually our fall incentives have something to do with a trip. Like Tina said, several of us earned Bermuda, and obviously we couldn't go next month because of COVID. But Cincy made it right and they paid us out $2,100, guys. That $2,100 cleared my credit card for the wedding stuff that I put on my credit card so far. It's real. It is real. And by the time that you're in it and you're like, how did I get here? It's because you worked hard and you didn't give up on yourself. And my biggest thing with the don't let your dreams be dreams, genuinely do not let your dreams be dreams, because your dreams can come true and they will come true if you work hard. And if you have them on a dream board, they're going to come true. They're in your face. You know your deep-rooted why. You know why you're working hard with Cincy. Guys, I have worked so hard, being completely honest, since I've been home with having to do this online teaching, but I'm utilizing this time home to be able to work my Cincy business, to be able to have coaching calls with you guys, to be able to dive into trainings, get more organized, have systems set in place so that when I do go back to work, it's gonna be easy to keep going. Do the hard things now, keep pushing, because whatever your why is worth it. You are worth it. Your dreams are worth it. You want to go on trips, you can do that for free with Cincy. Where have I been? I've been to all expense paid in New York City. I have been to all expenses paid in Punta Cana, which was an all-inclusive resort, and I'm so sorry that you guys didn't get to go on that trip because it was thebomb.com. I think Felicia got pregnant on that trip if she's still watching. A lot of people got pregnant on that trip. Chastity did too. I got to go to Marco Island, Florida for free. And then I was about to be going to Bermuda for free, but got paid out instead. It is 110% possible. If you want to be able to make that extra supplemental income, it's possible. PRV is great, guys. PRV is wonderful. That's how you start off. Certified. Your first 1,000, you hit certified consultant and get a 5% pay raise. From there, it's about growing your team and leading and coaching and helping them lead, star, superstar, director, star director. Anything is possible if you just believe in yourself and you do it scared, okay? Listen to the people who are telling you what to do, who have been successful with it, and copy what they're doing. You know, make it authentic in your own way. But that was my biggest thing at World Tour when I walked across the stage. I said, do what the successful people are doing, because that's what I've done. Chloe and Chastity might be two of my really good friends, but I do what they do because of where they're at. Superstar directors. That's my goal. And once I hit that, that's not going to be the end goal, even though I can't, you know, go any higher title-wise. That's not the end. That's just the beginning. So, I'm sorry I had to go on a tangent. I'm so sorry I was crying. But Tina's video really, really spoke to me. And I love you guys, and it does not matter where you come from. It does not matter if you have a little tiny corner where you can put your Scentsy stuff. It does not matter if you have a closet space. It does not matter. As long as you have value in the little bit amount of space that you can have, and know that if you work hard, you will get to, you know, a bigger space and be able to have the products and have a bigger display for your Facebook Lives. But know that the people who, like me, did not start here. And I'm actually, after I get done working out, I am gonna look back from 4 years ago in April, and I'm gonna look back and show you guys what my display used to look like. And yeah, summer, when I actually first started, before I turned our guest bedroom into a little bit of my office space, I don't know if you remember when you walked into our like sitting dining area, I had a little corner of 3 shelves, and I had my laptop on there, and I had like a little bit of like my stock. That was my stuff. Guys, you got to start somewhere, and I'm so excited for each of you who have decided to join this journey. You will be successful. I'm going to speak that into existence over all of you. I pray for each of you every single day, that you won't let your dreams be dreams, and that you will work hard towards them, and that you will be absolutely blessed by this company, because Heidi and Orville Thompson do everything in their power to make sure that this is the best company to work for. And if you do not know that, you need to go on YouTube or follow Heidi on Instagram. Everything they do, guys, they kept the production going during this coronavirus. They didn't have to do that. They did the social distancing in the warehouses. That's why it's taking a little bit longer. But they're going ahead and letting people know that. They're still pushing for us. They're still rooting for us. Scentsy could be in stores. Let's be serious. The product sells itself. We all know that. It's not about having to convince somebody that our product is amazing. It's about the experience that you give them, and that's why they make this a direct sales company. They want us to be blessed by this product. And if you do not believe that this company can truly bless and change your life, you need to sit down and you need to pray and let God know that you trust in Him fully, because there's a reason that you have joined Scentsy. Whether it's because somebody wouldn't stop bugging you about it, because they saw something in you, like I did to Summer, failing 2 times and then joining back after she kept buying from me, and I was like, no, you're gonna join again, but you're gonna join underneath me and I'm gonna coach you. Whether you joined because you want extra income, whether you joined because you wanna be able to go on trips for free, Scentsy can be all of that for you and more. Whether you wanna be able to stay home with your future babies, that's my goal. I want to be able to provide for this family. I want to be able to do the things that I want to do and not have to say no. I want to be able to travel for free. You have a purpose and you have a reason that you joined Scentsy. I don't necessarily know what it is. Like I said, I don't know a lot of you personally because our group has gotten so big and I am so blessed, but I cannot wait until I get to know all of you personally. And what I've truly found with Scentsy are my true best friends. The community and the ability to be with like-minded people and people that have the same goals as you is super powerful. So if there's somebody on this team page that you want to link up with as accountability partners, do it. It's very powerful. And the relationships that you can form through this, through going to events, through going on trips, it's crazy. Felicia Rhodes, I don't know if she's watching anymore. She's a star director. She has nothing to do with my, Feet to Faith. She's a star director that is 2 underneath Chloe. I wouldn't know her if it wasn't for Scentsy. I wouldn't know Chastity. Chloe made both of us go to family reunion when we first joined in Nashville, Tennessee, and ride in the car together and stay in the same hotel room. I was a star consultant. She was a superstar consultant. We had no idea. She remains one of my good friends. So don't put a limit on what you can do with this company because it can bless you. And I truly mean bless you. We are in the business of changing lives. Tina, thank you for your video. Thank you so much. Thank you for not giving up on yourself, and thank you for listening to me. When I pushed you past, we're not going to be a customer anymore, and you're going to come back. So with that being said, I love you guys dearly. Thank you for showing up for yourself. Thank you for listening to me. I hope this blessed somebody. And I'm going to work out. And then after that, I'm going to go get my wedding dress. So I love you guys, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.